What is up, you guys? It is your boy, Brenton Biggers here. Welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the LA Rams. Now, this is a team that has literally had probably one of the more tragic stories. So, back in 2021, they won the Super Bowl. Everybody was happy, and even as me, I was kind of okay with the fact that they won the Super Bowl. Would I prefer the Bengals to win it? Yeah, but it was perfectly fine. But the Rams, last season was pretty sad. And yes, this is coming from a Seahawks fan. Literally. So, I don't know how, but they imaginally had one of the worst seasons in the entire history in Super Bowls after winning one. So, let's just look at their offseason, because this was one thing of one. Let's look at their receiving core. Two of the three starting receivers that they had were both gone. Odell Beckham's gone because of a torn ACL. I hope he's still going to be alright when he plays with the Ravens. And then you have Robert Woods, which was traded for, I'm pretty sure, like a 6th or a 7th. Which, it kind of turned out to not really be even such a terrible idea, because literally it didn't really pan out for the Titans. Just why I'm curious to see how the Texans go with the Robert Woods. So, yeah. So they lost those two pieces. I'm pretty sure they didn't lose any other piece, I think, afterwards. Oh yeah, they did lose Von Miller, but they did, lose a lot of pieces during the offseason. So that's a little sad to see. And then they had their draft, which, because of the Matthew Stafford trade, they did not have a first-round pick, or second or third because of the Von Miller. So, and none of these picks so far has panned out at all, outside of Cody Durant, which Cody Durant has been a solid corner. Last year he had a solid PFF grade, and he's promising. He has the promise to becoming a very solid good corner. But the problem is the rest of this draft class did not have anything to go with it. Logan Bruss, the 105th pick, that the Rams was their first pick in the draft, did not play at all because of a torn Achilles and MCL. I don't remember. It was like something like that. So yeah, he missed the entire year. So we still don't know if he's going to be good or going to be bad. Hoping he's good because he's out of Wisconsin, as much as I don't like the Rams. But that, Logan Bruss is a perfect example of the offensive line. I don't know what happened, but this offensive line was literally garbage. It was terrible. And, such is life, I guess, when your best O-lineman is, I'm pretty sure, Robin Henningstein, who's, I guess, solid, but not the greatest player to have as a starter, as your best player on the O-line. So, yeah. And then you have the receiving core. Cooper Kupp was amazing until he tore his ACL, which I'm still wondering if he's going to be as good as he was last year. And then you have Allen Robinson, who literally just got traded. And I don't wonder why. He was literally a useless receiver on that offense. That's pretty much a good way to describe it. Cam Akers had a down year, and their defense was pretty not that good. So, yeah. I guess it kind of makes sense of why they went 6-11. They also did end up having an injured Matthew Stafford. But the one thing I really wondered why they didn't do this in the offseason is why did you not keep Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield had literally 2 wins last year. Can I just quickly mention that? Didn't they have I'm pretty sure they had 5 or 6 wins last year. And that 3rd went to the Baker. That's pretty darn good. So, I don't know why they didn't just keep him, at least as a backup, or heck, even their future quarterback. I mean, he's still in his mid-20s. So the question was, why not keep him? Matthew Stafford, yes, if he's healthy, yes, he can definitely be a good quarterback. He's not going to be good as he was last year, though, don't get me wrong. But he should still be good. Cooper Kupp, I won't be surprised he's going to be a top 5, top 10 wide receiver again this year. And Aaron Donald should probably get 8 or 9 sacks this year. Not double digits, unfortunately, but I'll talk about that later. Cody Durant should probably be their CB1. But that's about it outside of Cam Akers and maybe Van Jefferson. But that's about it. This offense doesn't really have a lot. So let's look at the offense as a whole. It's solid. If we're not including the O-line, this is a very good offensive unit. I mean, Tyler Higbee, Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, Cam Akers, Matthew Stafford. Those are 5 good players. It is the offensive line that's kind of holding them back. At least they decided to draft some with the most amount of picks in the entire draft. But that doesn't quite mean that most, let's say 30% of those draft picks are going to pan out. Which that's probably going to be 6 or 7 because they probably have 22 or something. But you get what I mean. I mean, it's really questionable to see how this team really does run. And their defense is pretty darn bad. I mean, outside of players like Aaron Donald and Cody Durant, there is nothing good here. There is nothing. I mean, unless they're rookies from the year before, last year, can pan out, this defense is not going to be that good. It is arguably probably going to be one of the worst. And now you're going to be like, did they have Jalen Ramsey? No, he got traded. So, yeah. So, the Rams are in a pickle. And this is the exact same thing, I feel like the Raiders. But in a different situation. Good enough to probably not get a top 3 draft pick, but not good enough to maybe make it to the postseason. Can this team make it to the postseason? Yes. Yes, I think they can. But the problem is their division. Yes, the Arizona are a very easy team to beat. But you have the Seahawks and the Niners in the same division. That's a bit of an issue. So, that's something just to mention. The fact you're going against them is not going to be easy. And I'm pretty sure they have the East, the NFC East as well. And you know who's in the NFC East? The Cowboys, the Eagles, the Giants, and the Commanders, which I wouldn't be surprised they even lose against them too. So you have this roster, which is not good at all. But it can maybe make a playoff. Now, let me explain. See, again, I told you again, last year, this draft that they had the most draft picks. Yes, could none of them pan out? Yes, they could. But, in my opinion, at least 3 or 4 of them have to pan out. Well, maybe not in their rookie years, but definitely eventually. I mean, I still think this team is going to maybe be on par or better than last year. I don't think this team is probably going to be worse. A matter of fact, I don't even know if this team got worse or better in the offseason. I mean, you guys say cool because they lost Jalen Ramsey, but they still had Cody Durant. So, this is a team that has potential. It has potential to make it into the postseason. But it has to... This season is going to be a little bit of an interesting season for the Rams. Do they want to tank and get more, well, better draft picks. So this time they actually have a first round pick. Or do they try their best and just get mid-round picks and potentially have that next year and then make it to the postseason? This is a very interesting situation where the Rams are in. They also could just go in the rebuild route, which I wouldn't even blame you as well. You have pretty much all your good to great players nearly in their 30s. I say that with Cooper Kupp, because I'm pretty sure he's like 29. So, you are in a very tight situation in terms of cap space and into talent. So, I really am wondering what are they going to do. But this is just my opinion again, guys. I really do think that the Rams could they could be good this year. I mean, again, they're in an NFC, they're not in the AFC. They had the Cardinals twice this year, which I have them going to be the worst team this year. And yeah, so and again, you literally just went 2 years back winning a Super Bowl. So I wouldn't be surprised this team makes a playoff run. I won't be surprised. Will they make it to the Super Bowl? I don't think so. That's a bit of a stretch if you're thinking that. Could they win a playoff game? Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. If they are at the 6th seed, if not the 7th. But you get what I mean. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But anyway, peace.